Hello Darts Nuts, welcome to Darts Review channel. In this video I'm going to be having a look at the Taurus Super Grip points. Now you might not have heard of Taurus, but Taurus is the rebranded name for a lot of the Bit of Bully darts and products that they've already had and will be having coming forward. The Bit of Bully shop is still called Bit of Bully, but Taurus is just the brand name for their own gear. So these particular points come in 32, 36, 41 and 50 millimeters, and the retail for £4.95. So what I'll do is I'll put them on some darts and we'll have a closer look at them. But like I often say, I've always been more than happy with just a bog standard black coated point. That I always find that grippy enough, but I do appreciate the reasons why people have started to use grippy points a lot, because they don't want any dropouts of the darts and what have you, bounce outs. But personally I don't really see the point, excuse the pun, of using them in your home boards just for practice. You might as well just stick with the standard point and keep the special points if you're doing any competitive darts. That's my line of thinking anyway, but you might think different. So let's check them out. Right, just for the sake of showing you a quick close-up of the length, the ones I've got are 41mm, but as you can see, the part where it goes into the dart, it doesn't have the textured section, and that's roughly 6mm. I'll show you a super close-up just now when I've got them on the darts, but in case anyone's interested in the weight, just give them a quick weight. So 1.35 grams. 1.39. 1.34, so probably 1.35 to 1.4 grams, but I'll get them on some darts now and I'll show you a super close look at them. Right, I'll just give you a quick super close look, and it's quite interesting when you look at it like this. It kind of looks almost like that grip that is on like the Diamond Fusion dart, as if it's a diamond grip point. I don't really know if that's what it is, but it's hard to be sure. It looks like the metal has kind of been pitted in some kind of a method of either coating or some kind of process, but there's part of it that almost look kind of like blue, so I just don't really know. But very interesting looking grip. Now if you look there, I think there's a little bit of paper stuck to it, and that's what I did when I was pointing them, because I put the point in my repointer, clamped it down, and then I pulled the thing out to make the barrel come out with the point after I loosened it all up, and it just came out of the point because it had stuck in the little groove. That's how effective the grip was. So I had to put some paper around it to stop it sticking into the groove, and that's why the paper's still a little bit stuck on it, but there you go. So I'll just throw them at the board for a bit, see how they grip, and then I'll maybe throw them for an hour and see if it does any damage to the board. I'm just going to have a few throws just to see how grippy it is, but as soon as I've got my finger on the point like I normally do, there's definitely a little bit of non-slip feel, so you're kind of getting a little bit of grip for people who like to have it for the finger. My arms are a bit wobbly today. I've been working in the garden, and these are the first darts that I've thrown all day. So I'm just going to pull this one out just without twisting. Oh, it's got a really tight hold actually. Let's see what this one's like when you twist it. Oh, that is a really good grip. Now, I was actually left quite a big hole on the one that I twisted like, and I'm not sure, but I think, let's have a look at the points that I've got. Yeah, the points actually look a little bit thicker than some of the normal points, so like I say, I don't know if it's a coating that's on the points or... Let's have another go. I'll just pull it out. I've seen something come out there, another little bit of fibre, and again. So I'm seeing little kind of tiny bits of fibre coming out, but whether that's just the normal stuff that comes out, because there's always stuff on the bottom of my board, even when I'm playing with normal points. Right. It's a slightly crunchy sound when I'm pulling it out, like. Not as bad there, the holes are not so big, but yeah, so there's definitely a fair bit of grip to them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to throw for about an hour, and what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to pick a segment that's got very little damage on. So I'll take a picture of it first. Maybe the 3 actually, I don't know. So I'll take a picture of it first, I'll play for an hour, and then I'll take a picture after it, and then I'll talk about the comparison. So I played for an hour. As you can see on the left, that's the segment before I started, and on the right after I'd finished. And there's a few fibres coming out, and definitely see more holes. I did hit quite a few treble 5s actually. I got 3 in the treble 5 at one point. I had a few 140s but no 180s, but there's little bits of fibres that are coming out, and on the floor where the bottom of the board is, there was a little bit of like that kind of fibrey dust, so it does kind of pull the fibres a little bit, but I actually thought it was going to be worse than that, so there you go. So there you go, that's the first time I've played for a full hour for a very long time. My hand's actually aching now, and that thumb and that finger are sore from pulling the darts out. Definitely a grippy point. What I have noticed as well is that they're still just as grippy now as they were on the first throw, so they are lasting well. I thought they might have worn off a little bit, like smoothed off, but it doesn't seem to be the case. But I don't really need such grippy points. I didn't have any dropouts. There was a few where the darts were in quite light and they didn't drop out. I didn't get any bounce outs, dropouts, but I don't really get them that much anyway, so for me it's never a massive issue. But like I said, I think points like these, you're probably best using them if you're playing competitive darts. I don't think I'll be using these for just normal practice at home, casual playing and all that. It's too much effort pulling them out. So anyway, that's the end of the video, and like I said, you can only get them from Bit of Bully Darts, so I'll leave the link to their site in the description. So if you fancy a set, there you go. It's always nice to have choice, and there's plenty of choice of grippy points around now. So I'll see you on the next one. Happy darting.